What's up, guys? Sleepz here with another episode of My Journey to an Ultimate Team, and we are in the final of the Bundesliga challenge yet again. As you saw, we lost it pretty unluckily in our last run, but we're gonna go ahead and try to win this thing again. Our first opponent here was in a 4-1-2-2 with a pretty decent squad. It looked like he kind of made sort of a budget squad like I did, but he had a couple of players that were better than mine. Definitely Royce up top, which is a player that we've seen countless times throughout this tournament, and S-Vine up there, which is also a very big threat, as you've seen me score plenty of goals, and here is one now with S-Vine. He is very good, and that's some pretty bad defending from him. It was just an easy cut inside, and we hit that with his weaker foot. In it goes, and right here, Royce, what could I do about that? I mean, that was just a good play once he won that ball in midfield, and I could just do nothing except watch Royce put that one away. Right here, I felt I got a little unlucky. I mean, this is a great ball over the top, and we know S-Vine is lightning quick in this game, but that is kind of a mistake on my part. In a situation like that, Felipe Santana did manage to get a touch on that, and if had I been spamming like the clearance button, I think in that one touch he would have just booted it away. So that one really hurt. We lost that one in the 110th minute, and at this point I'm thinking, okay, you know what? I really need to win this tournament, and it is time to bring on the big boys, and that is the team that you are seeing in front of you right now. These are the big boys, and this team is actually not my team. Somebody lent me these players, and not even for the purpose of playing this tournament, but I figured, you know what, while I have these players in my possession, I'm going to go ahead and just include them in the series for this episode. I figured, you know what, it'd be pretty cool to show, you know, some team of the season players, and the person that lent me these players is Evo422, and he has his own YouTube channel, so you guys should check him out. He has a good squad builders on there. There's a lot of high rated teams, you know, a lot of team of the season players, so you guys should check him out. You might find some stuff you may like. His link will be in the description. So the big boys are ready to go, and I figured let's go ahead and get this W. Let's see if these team of the seasons are actually going to perform up to their level. So our first opponent in a 3-5-2 with man of the match Lewandowski and Royce up top. Royce yet again, and I knew that was a dangerous front two, but our team of the season Royce gets the first goal, just blazing past the defense and smashing that one at the near post. And Shaqiri right here, although he may be one of the lower rated players up top, he is actually very good. I had never used him before, and he's very fast. I mean, his dribbling's great. I mean, he's just a really good player, and I feel like his lower rating provides balance up top. So we crossed that one in again. As you see, Lewandowski very consistent in the air, winning 2 headers and getting 2 goals. And right here, we play this through to Lewandowski, and at this point, this guy had kind of given up. When you're playing FIFA, you kind of know when your opponent has given up. Once they reach that breaking point where they're like, you know what, I just want to get this game over with. I don't even care anymore. And that is kind of where this guy that's where he is at this point. Yeah, he's just letting me get away with stuff that I know in the first 15-20 minutes he would have defended no problem. So at this point we're kind of rubbing salt in the wounds. This is very easy. I mean, I can honestly say that he is just look at him just charging me roulette to a goal. I mean, I know that wouldn't have happened in the opening, like I said, 25-30 minutes. So it's 7-0. We have one more goal in us. As you see, this guy is just not trying at all, and that makes it 8-0. Lewandowski putting away the final goal in that one. So 8-0. And I'm looking at this thinking, okay, these team of the season players are definitely performing, and I think I may just win this tournament this time around with them. That's the goal anyway. So they're all good on fitness. We're ready for our first match. We're going to go ahead and search for that now. And our next opponent, Baker's Boys, here in a 3-5-2 yet again with big man Royce up top. But I did notice he had Robin, so you got to watch out for that guy at right mid. He could, of course, score a goal here or there. And we cross this one in, and Royce at the back stick to head that one in. And I was very lucky to get that goal in the 77th minute because, in all honesty, in this game, I was getting outplayed. I definitely deserved to be down, you know, 1, 2, maybe even 3 goals. This guy was in my third the entire game, I would say, and this was just one of those games where he was just getting very unlucky, and I'm going to admit it. Of course, I'm not showing all the chances, but let's just say Noor was coming up very big for me. So I was very fortunate to be up now 2-1. He did manage to equalize before the 90th minute, which we are in extra time now. And we get 2 goals, and at this point this guy had given up. And I mean, just to cap off how unlucky this guy was this game, look at that goal. Javi Martinez with the finesse shot. Keeper makes the save. It ends up bouncing under him and then into his back and then into the goal. Very unlucky. But you know what? I've had my fair share of unluckiness throughout my 2 runs in this tournament, so I am more than happy to have a little bit of luck finally go my way and advance onto the semi. So we are going to do that now. We just got out of those quarterfinals, like I said, very fortunately for us. And our next opponent is in a 3-5-2 rather, not 4-1-2-1-2, 3-5-2 with Arnautovic up top. And when I saw this team, I was like, okay, this is looking like a pretty easy semi-final. He had attribute cards on a lot of his players, and when I see that, I honestly have no gripes when I see players putting attribute cards, or when I see people putting attribute cards on their players, because that kind of shows that they just don't feel confident enough in their skills to use the player as they are. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and play this guy. And this guy, I think he got in. This is a situation where I feel he got very intimidated by the players I had, because he was playing extremely cautiously the entire game. Like, he was very possessive. He did not want to give up that ball. But the few times we did get the ball, I would just score. You could tell he was just playing very nervously. Maybe the semifinal had him nervous. Maybe the players, I don't know. But point is, we are 3-0 up thanks to a free kick from Toni Kroos right there, and then a header from Lewandowski. This guy is a boss in the air. He really is. And at this point, once it was 4-0, he actually started loosening up a bit, and he actually did get himself a goal. And I have no complaints about how he got that goal. He completely outplayed me, played it nice from left to right, and he actually got a goal. And I bet if he had been playing like that throughout the entire match, he may have actually would have won that match. So we advance on to the finals now, guys, and that is going to be it for this episode. The question remains, are we going to actually finally beat this tournament? You're going to have to check out next episode to see if we do. So that's going to be it, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, a like would be awesome. Leave a comment and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.